Hey guys, thanks for joining me. So this video is just going to summarize some tips for trading and some basic etiquette that I think would help out the community. So before I go on, I just want to say that these are just the recommendations of one person, just me. And in no way do I feel like this is the only way to trade. Everyone has their own opinions and ways of doing things. So this is just a small list of what I believe should be taken into consideration every time you trade with someone. And a lot of people have asked me questions about trading, and I thought I'd compile some information together just by reintroducing those questions. And I really hope that people will be able to get some valuable information out of this video and be more well informed during future trades. So the first question that I get, and it's a very valid concern for a lot of people, is how do I make sure that the card I'm getting is in mint condition? Because as we all know, a lot of people say that the card I'm trading is mint, and then sometimes you get the card and it's a little bit beat up. But at the same time, we have to take into consideration that everyone's definition of a mint condition card is different. So what should you do? Well, I've devised a series of questions that I think you should ask the person in order for them to determine whether it is mint or not. The first one is you have to ask, did they pull the card themselves and put it directly within a few seconds, or at least a minute, from the booster pack into a sleeve and then a top loader? This is very important, and you have to specify the time as well, because if they pulled it themselves but then played around with it, rubbed it against a few surfaces and then put it into a sleeve, then it might not be in mint condition. So the first question you always want to ask is, did you pull it yourself, and did you immediately put it into a sleeve and a top loader? So if they say yes to that question, then the card is probably mint. If they didn't do it, then you go on to the second question. The second question is basically for them to put the card against a dark surface. This isn't exactly that dark. You probably want a black surface, and to see if there are any white marks on the edges. The reason you want to put a dark surface behind it is that it's easier to see. So ask them to check out if there are any white marks when put against the dark surface. Then ask them to turn the card around, and then with a strong light shining on it to look at it just like this, with the light reflecting off the hollow surface. This way it's a lot easier to see scratches on the hollow surface, because if you're looking at it straight on, sometimes it's pretty hard to see. So after that, ask them if there are any scratches when the light is reflecting strongly off the surface. And afterwards, just ask them, are there any general watermarks, creases, or tears on the card? Those should be pretty obvious, and hopefully they answer truthfully. So if the card passes all of these questions, it's probably mint, although there inevitably will be some liars and some people who aren't truthful. But for the people who just have a different definition of mint than some of us, I think these questions are very useful. Okay, so the second question I get a lot is, how can I avoid getting scammed? And the thing I tell people is always use delivery confirmation. If it's a very valuable package, then use signature confirmation. Delivery confirmation is about 70 cents, signature confirmation is about $2, and it's really worth it. If you're sending cards that are very valuable, I've gotten messages, people have told me that they've sent packages of over $100, and they believe that they've been scammed, which I think is very unfortunate. Always use delivery confirmation and signature confirmation. It gives you proof, and you have added leverage during the negotiation period if you think that you've been scammed. If they refuse to use delivery confirmation, then just don't trade with that person, because something fishy is going on if they refuse to spend an extra 70 cents to use delivery confirmation. And also, it's preferred that if you're sending payment, use PayPal or write a check. This way you have a physical, you basically have a proof that payment was sent. And this will also help out, to avoid getting scammed or to get your money back. It gives you the ability to prove that you've paid and they've got your payment. So between these two, these are the most important things. Try to use PayPal or a check to make sure that you have proof that you paid. And also, if you're sending something, try to use delivery confirmation and signature confirmation, just because with that you have proof that you sent whatever you sent. Okay, the third question I get asked a lot is packaging for cards. People ask, how should I package cards, and how should I ask people to package my cards for the safest, for the safest transactions. Basically, what I always tell people is that if it's a holographic card, it should always go into a sleeve and then a top loader. What you can do, because I know top loaders can be expensive, top loaders, what you can do is put 2 holofoils in one top loader, but never more than 2. I've noticed that if you put more than 2 holos in one top loader, it starts to really bulge, and it's not good for the card. So 2 cards per top loader, and make sure that they are properly sleeved as well. And for extra protection, what you want to do is cover it in one more wrapping before you put it into whatever you put it into. So what I like to do is just get a sheet of paper, go over here, put it here, fold once, just lifting it up, make sure you get a good amount of this, fold twice, fold 3 times. So here you see the crease, tape here, fold here, tape. This is a little bit messy, fold here, tape again. So you have a nice little square package paper, and you have an extra, I think like 3 paper layers of protection over here, and it gives it more rigidity, however you guys want to call it, for extra protection. So yeah, that's how you should package. And then if the cards are especially valuable, make sure you use a bubble wrapper or a bubble mailer, because some UPS guys, they're a little bit rough with the packages. And also you want to protect packages in case it rains, or after it rains, when the mailbox is a little bit wet, if you just put it in an envelope and don't put it in the paper, what can happen is water can seep through the top loader on the top, and it can really damage the cards. Alright, and lastly, you always want good communication. Stay in touch with the other trader. Let them know when you send, and tell them that they should message you when they receive your mail. It's really easy to lose track of trades and to lose track of people, and a close communication will calm down both your nerves and allow for a much smoother transaction. Check up with them during the trade, and also important, check up with them after the trade to make sure that they're satisfied with the trade. That's what I always like to do as common courtesy. After I sell someone cards or after I trade someone cards, you always want to make sure that they're satisfied with the purchase and satisfied with whatever cards that you're trading, because like I said in the first part of this video, sometimes when you trade and your definition of mint doesn't necessarily equate with someone else's definition of mint. So yeah, those are the 4 questions that I get asked a lot. I'm sorry for the length of this video, but hopefully you guys found this informative and like the basically like what I had to say. And as a final parting message, I just want to say that in the end, it's really all about fun. And why do we do this? It's because we're passionate about cards. We love what we do, and in the end it's really about fun. And these rules are made not to make anyone paranoid, or not to basically instill rules into this, but it's to make sure that everyone has a good time and everyone is satisfied with their trades. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, if you have any recommendations, please don't hesitate to comment and PM me. I want to thank all my subscribers and all my friends on YouTube once again. You guys have been great. Very sorry, I've been pretty busy lately, but openings will be up soon. Alright? Thanks again, YouTube. Take care. Bye.